So when should you conduct environmental audits? If you have been in operation, since you started operating, it is now 12 months. Since you launched your business, it is 12 months. You need to conduct an environmental audit. That is by law. You need to conduct an environmental audit after 24 months of operation, and not more than 24 months should pass by before you do your initial environmental audit. The first environmental audit, which you need to hire an external auditor. If you are a whole facility that has internal environmental officers, you need to hire an external person to come and audit your farm, audit your institution, your business, your factory, your company. So when is it done? I would advise my clients to do this towards the end of the year, the calendar year, January to December. So do it around December. November, December, do your audits. Reason being, most businesses will require to apply to renew most licenses by end of December. Assuming you were a hotel, you usually have to apply for your effluent discharge license, a license given by NEMA. It expires on 31st of December of every year. After expiry of that license, if you are applying after 31st, you will be penalized, right? One of the requirements of these applications will be environmental audits. So why would you wait to be penalized? Because one of the things you do not do is your environmental audit. So the advice that you do your audits between at least October, November, December, towards the end of the year, the calendar year, so that by the time you're renewing your licenses end of December, you have your environmental audit report already prepared. You've already gone through what needs to happen here and there. As you begin the year, you have all your environmental compliances done for that year. Hutaki kwanza ukimbia in February is when you're rushing to look for me. That is my advice to my clients. Because if you're applying for an EDL license and you need an audit as a requirement and you have not done, and you delay your application and January finds you, who you apply, you are penalized. Why are you being penalized? Right now we are in August. Start preparing. Start calling me to start consulting, to start asking questions, so that by November we kick in and do your environmental audit, so that by end of December you have your audit for next year, and the audit will serve you the whole year. So if you do it towards the end of December, the whole of 2026 you have your audit. But if you have not done your audit for this year, you're still open to doing it now. It is better late than never. It is better to have it done now than to miss it. So it doesn't mean that it has to be done in December. That is the most preferred time from where I sit. But if yours goes the financial year, then you can decide to do one today, because the financial year just started, and then it is going to serve you to the next year when a time like now. So yes, it is an annual audit, but so that it can be in sync with everything that you do, I prefer to have it done. And if you're hiring me, for example, I come and do the audit, I do the application for the EDL licenses, I follow up the license and so on. Like, I'm able to give you a better package if we do all these things together. But not to say that you can't do your audit now and then December untafuta tena tufanye the EDL applications. So depends on when you feel like you want it done. But it is an annual audit, has to be done every year.